one can do is every time it seems that the attention, for want of a better way of saying it, wanders, just let there be the clarity, and its awareness is clarity. Just keep making it all about awareness, not about a you and how good a job you are doing of sticking with it, or how many times a day your attention wanders and, beating yourself up. Just don't make it about a you. It's all about awareness, and it is infallible. And also along the lines we were saying, if myself too, we all do it. If it seems like during the day your attention has wandered off been gone for the last 3 hours on something else, and boy, I got so far into that, I got sucked into that, blah, 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 and come back again to the clarity that from the standpoint of this presentness, there's only this. And even the suggestion there was a past 3 hours ago in which I fell down and was, not being who I am and really slipped up. That's something that didn't even happen, because that is a would-be thought projection or suggestion, whatever you want to call it, that's going on right now for the first time. So there hasn't been any slip up when you make it about the present. And as the present is the one that's being present as awareness, or the present itself, in the first place, it's the one, it's infallible. It can't not be. It can't. And
a couple of things that, that come to me.
So is always is.
Yeah, and it's not even an always, although I know how you mean it. It's outside of time. Ask yourself some, times when you're, if you're so, what they call meditating or just being still or quiet, ask, what is awareness to pure awareness? What is to is? And you cannot, don't try to answer that with a thought or a feeling. Just whatever that is, that is aware. Only awareness can be that, and it is being that. Because, Rupert doesn't make that be present. Peter Dziuban doesn't make that be present.
Right.
And you'll find as you just rest, and then things will. This is a huge point too. I'm glad we're talking about this. As you do that, and this is all wrong because it implies this time in which we're being spiritual and doing this and letting awareness be the awareness it is, and that's all wrong too. But it seems that as you do that, just constantly, what is awareness to awareness, and let it be the answer without thought, without any concern over what the outcome is going to be, because there really isn't an outcome. It's just this simplicity of now, which, being timeless, it's not worried about being a better now 5 minutes from now, because it doesn't know 5 minutes from now. It will seem as if thoughts come, new thoughts from this standpoint, if you will. And no, those thoughts are not it. They're not awareness itself. They're still thoughts. They're still conceptual. They might seem to be like revelations. It might seem to be insights. It might seem to be those aha moments, like, whoa, this is incredible. And that still is a thing that occurs in time. So that's still not it. But here's the thing. That is not a matter of taking on anything new. It is not a matter of enlightenment, of gaining wisdom. I used to think that, I've seen something else now and something else. It's not an accumulation of seeing. It's actually exactly the opposite, because I have to say it this way. It seems to the extent or degree we are being isness, you are being utter unlimitation as all that is. No time limitation, no dimensional limitation, no thought limitation, no emotional limitation, just utter. And those actually don't even exist as a possible contrary. There's just utter unlimitation. And So what appears as these revelations and as these thoughts, which are new and they're fresh and all that, is actually a kind of a falling away of what seems to be this, mental veneer that we still seem to cling to, or seems to cling to us a little bit. I don't know if I'm getting this across, but rather than it being a taking on or an accumulation, it's exactly the opposite. It's a falling away of less and less, seeming constraints of which you actually have zero.
Doesn't everything have to fall away? Because we just said that nothing will fit in this moment. No time.
Yeah,
nothing time bound can fit in awareness.
That's right.
As content, I mean, it can play in the field of awareness. In other words, in the fact that without awareness it can't exist, but it doesn't fit in there. So then all thoughts about getting clearer, or it's obvious, are farther away from awareness, are moving out, moving away. And there's no moving, like we said, but, the attention is just going on a dream, I guess.
Yeah, that's right.
What am I saying wrong?
No, that's it. It seems to be a wandering, and yet that actually is impossible. But it seems that way. I admit, It seems that way. And it seems... this is another thing.
Here's what I want to say now. Let me just try to get this out, because I was getting it and losing it. But anyhow, when you try to grab this and figure it out, of course, then you're moving away because you're in those thoughts. And so then it's really frustrating, and this is really thick. It's thick, and this is really deep, and this is a hard read, and all those things, because I'm trying to figure it out. But when you just hear this, as just open up and hear this, I mean, you just say, of course, is.
Yeah,
it is, and you're there, and that's the value of it to me, because
Richard, that's what's so great about your shows like this, because it gives an opportunity, and we're during this conversation we're being that. There's not that there's a we. I don't know how else to say it, and it gets to the point where even a word is so much baggage, even that word. And it's
but it's
like,
so cool because it's so simple and it's so immediate, and it's so like, I mean, like it's a ticket, like it's a ticket to nowhere,
Right.
I mean, but it's a really valuable ticket to nowhere. and you can have it, you can cash it in at any time and repeat it as often as you want. It's a lifelong ticket.
That's a classic ticket to nowhere.